before you got to that place where you could become the advocate for this extremely important issue, right? What did you have to go through to get to that point?
Barkha, it's very surprising. So in my personal life, I have never had an issue with how I look. If I can say so without sounding vain or whatever, I've always had attention.
Be vain, why not? Yeah.
No, that's my Delhi upbringing. Prevents me from. I'm still super bad at compliments. But yeah, I have high self-worth, I would like to think. I'm bad at receiving compliments. But within me, I think I have pretty high self-worth. So in my personal life, I've never had an issue with like how I look or how I feel about myself if I go out or even the attention you get. But somehow when I became an actor, I don't know, something, it's almost like some journalists started telling me, oh, but what was it? But aapke line mein to karna chahiye na, kyunki aap to in front of the camera hai. And I'm just like,
kya karna chahiye?
Kya karna chahiye? Or in front of the camera, kisne bola ki only a particular body type or a particular skin color or particular length of hair deserves to be in front of the camera? Who decides that? And why is it so everybody else therefore does not hold any merit to be in front of the camera? And I was like, no, I actually, in fact, so many women, after I did Double XL, until they keep coming to me and be like, and I've done so many films over the years. It's like that film and what it did, and with all, the things around it, I was like, that film really touched us because we really felt seen. We really felt like, तो क्या प्रॉब्लम है, हम भी अगर कॉन्फिडेंट हो जाएंगे तो लाइफ अच्छी हो जाएगी ना. I'm just like, thank you, that's exactly why I made the film, because I've been through that and I know Sonakshi's been through that and both of us have been actresses. And
when you've been through it, what have you been through? Have you been through, I don't like how I look suddenly? Have you been through, why don't they like how I look?
Yeah, also that. It's both. And also like, see, it's about like just making you feel lesser. Anyway, what we do in lives as women or men also, like, we're trying to achieve something, trying to be better, have a career, do all of that. Now it's like somebody's holding you back constantly, saying, you don't deserve to be, I don't know, the best actress in the country. You don't deserve to have a great career.
What would they tell you? What would they tell you? Lose weight or?
Lose weight, get surgery, all of that. Yeah, and people say this very like easily. Like, but I'm saying it for your benefit. Just do it now. Everyone's doing it.
What surgery?
Liposuction or whatever.
I'm glad you brought up.
I
know. I'm glad you brought up surgery because I've been working on a story where we're looking at young schoolgirls now who are seeking basically medical intervention to get their lips done a certain way, their nose done a certain way. I find it absolutely frightening.
But Barkha, it's all about this whole ageism thing, right? I've said this in an interview a few days ago. I'm like, as women or as actresses, I'm not a fruit that will rot after a certain time period. As an artist, I'm supposed to get better with age. But this whole thing that you're only relevant as long as you look good next to the hero, that mindset has to go.
And the hero doesn't go through that.
He's getting better with age like wine, like fine wine. I'm like, I'm sorry, why the double standards? Because honestly, and which is the reason why, and the work I try and do, and I get very happy when other female colleagues of mine are doing that as well, when they're demanding better roles, they're demanding better opportunities, they're demanding better budgets. Like, I know the fight I have to do. If supposing I have to do an action film around me and there's a male star of the same level, he will get a better budget than me only because he's a man. He will get paid more than me only because he's a man. And I'm like, I'm not even asking for personal fee. I'm asking for my film, an action film, to be made a certain way, and I don't get that. And I have to really like fight for it and build for it. But having said that, I feel like
the ageism that you were talking.
The ageism, and it happens in the West as well. So I feel like the more we do better parts and are not okay with just being an accessory to the man's journey, the more the lensing will change and people will change.
What do you think about cosmetic surgery?
I think to each his or her own. I don't know if I'll never do it. I don't want to say that because kalko then, I may.
But do you want to say at least that you'll never do it?
No, I don't want to say that. Why should I say that?
Why?
It's a personal choice. It's like tomorrow if I decide to shave my eyebrows, I don't want to be held accountable saying, but you said you never shave your eyebrows. I'm an actor. See, tomorrow I may have to do it for a part. That's very different. But yes, what I'm completely against is the fact that, exactly what you said. I see 17-year-old girls go through this,
But why should a 35-year-old go through it either?
No, I'm saying if you choose to do it, it's a choice, right? But I'm saying be at an age where you can make that decision.
How common is it around you?
It's common everywhere around you as well.
No, I still want to think, maybe I'm naive. I still want to think that there are women who will get up and say that we don't want to surgically or with intervention change how we look unless there is a disfigurement from an accident, there is a medical problem, a burn, a autoimmune disease. I'm not saying there are no contexts for intervention, but I'm saying to just say, I don't photograph well. That can't be a basis to go under the knife, right? So what do you think?
I agree with you.
But yet you're not saying.
I'm not saying it because I'm a person, right? I could have a moment of weakness. Then I'm being as real as I can. I'm not even.
You're being honest. You're being honest.
And I'm not even giving you like a politically correct answer.
If I'd asked you the same question 10 years ago, what would you have said?
I would have said no.
And that's the point. Somewhere being in a vanity industry changes.
But it's true. It's true. And I'm admitting to it because I'm a person, right? If 24/7 I'm being bombarded with, like say for example, when I tell you that I went through a dark place because of my weight, is because 24/7 you're being bombarded with how you look and how you need to lose. I had a reviewer say that about my second film, saying, oh, Huma Qureshi is such a lovely, fine actress with a beautiful face, but maybe she's 5 kgs too heavy to be a mainstream heroine. And I'm like, ouch.
And you did what after this review?
Of course, you were sobbing. You're upset. You're human, right? Nobody's here to.
But don't you see? It's like an insidious beauty industry. Sorry, I shouldn't be saying this to an actor.
It's also the responsibilities on the other side, right?
100%.
You guys have to
100%.
I literally pull up people. I mean,
there is so much sexism in how women are covered in the media.
I wish I had done this when I was younger as well, in my 20s. I wish I had done it and I'd been like, don't talk to me like that. That's disrespectful.
Have you said that recently to someone?
I said that to someone.
What did they say to you that made you say that?
Something they were prying and they said something about my personal life and something. And I said, and I tried to avoid it, saying, no, let's not go there. I'm not comfortable answering. And then that person kept trying. I said, sir, that's very disrespectful. I would like you to stop asking. I'm also a person.
Yeah.
And you have women at home. Would you like if somebody spoke like that to your sister or your mother or your partner like that? You know, you just be a little respectful. Thodi maryada.
So today on cosmetic surgery, you're saying it's common. You want to say you wouldn't, but never say never.
Never say never.
Fair enough.
It's like saying...
It's like saying? It's like saying... No, say it now. Say it. It's like saying, मैं कभी क्या नहीं करूँगी.
I don't know. No, I don't want to say it.
Say it. Now you have to. You know that I'm not going to let it go. So now you may as well say it.
It's like saying marriage is an outdated concept, but who knows, I'll get married tomorrow.